What's up, y'all? Let's get straight to it. Now, I know a lot of y'all thought I might come on here and brag and boaster about being right with all that hate I received when I stuck up for Lamar Jackson. Like I said, I'm a dignified brother. I don't do all that back and forth on social media. But I see it. A lot of times it just gets too disrespectful. I just delete it. Straight up. I won't have time for that. I want to talk about something more important. Why is Lamar Jackson's deal so dangerous to the NFL? And why does the NFL see this as their number one threat? Everybody made a big deal of Lamar Jackson not using an agent to get this deal done. And some people that I do respect that have played in the NFL, who cover this on a daily basis, I think they got this wrong about Lamar Jackson. I've even seen people that I respect on social media get this wrong. You know, I had one homeboy, he made one of those memes about Lamar Jackson. My mama told me I'm worth $200 million. I guess Lamar Jackson's mother was right. You should never underestimate the intelligence of a black man, especially when he's backed by an intelligent black woman. Because for Lamar and his mother to get this deal done and go against the grain of that power engine that we know as agency, that's major. That's very major. I think a lot of people miss the point when they think about agents. The agent is not your friend. Oh, you got it wrong, Paul. They to represent. No, to me, you know they are? They're overseers. Only thing they do is help control the stock that belongs to the NFL. No matter how you look at it or how you cut it, how you see it, the NFL is a gladiator sport. Just like the Roman days. Except the slaves are paid a whole lot more. And no, they're not in physical bondage, but definitely psychological, spiritual, and mental bondage. Why do you say that, Paul? Just look at it. Look at all the money. Look at all the resources. You have these NFL teams that are in majority major cities, major inner cities, with inner city violence, inner city problems, for people to look just like them. They have the power and the resources on one team to combine that and create the change that's needed in those hoods they're playing in. I stand on that. Look at these contracts they're getting. And why they're afraid of Lamar Jackson, because individuals like him really do give back. I'm down here in South Florida. Lamar Jackson's making type of moves that he's turning our whole hoods in a good way. You understand? With empowerment, entrepreneurship, opportunities. I'm not just biased because he's a fellow University of Louisville alumni like myself, but I know the work he does in the community down here. But he's just one man. How many of these athletes do we see riding in $1 million cars, $30 million homes, and all of this? Yeah, they create generational wealth for their families, some of them, but how many of them do go broke when they could invest that money in the hood? And when I'm talking about investing money in the hood, man, I'm just talking about entrepreneurship. Open up some serious business, not just a chicken shack. You understand? Open up for-profit organizations tailored with non-profit organizations. I keep talking about these state-of-the-art community centers. They got it. They got the money to do that. But what's stopping them from uniting, forming a real coalition, and make some changes in these communities? It's the guidance they're getting, a lot of it, from these agents. So I'm not a big fan of agents because I just see them as overseers of these gladiators in a gladiator sport. We're in 2023. The time for bullshit is done. It's over. We got real issues that we need to get resolved. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but today. If you're not willing to do that, when you worth $250 million, when you worth $100 million, when you worth $50 million, well, just get out the way. Because you getting that glory and that fame is doing nothing for the hood. And I stand on that. You got to realize, if more players take the action that Lamar Jackson did and cut out the middleman, that's what we were taught growing up. I'm not going to go too deep into that. But you always will cut out the middleman to increase profits, increase that profit margin. You can break the whole industry of the NFL because you no longer have that buffer of the agent, the overseer, really blocking these players for what they really worth. This money is chump change to these owners. You're not going to tell me it's not. They create all this crap on top, these salary caps and all that. That's them creating this. They can run up much as they want because look at what these franchises are worth. You think that little guaranteed $185 million, $200 million contract, I think it's $260 million, $250 million really hurts the Baltimore Ravens? You stupid. That's a drop in the bucket of them. And without the control of the agent, Lamar Jackson went and got it and ran that bag up. And hate it or love it, the underdogs on top. Yeah, I borrowed that. You know where I got it from. But thank you for tuning in. God bless. One team.